The next one I'm going to be talking about is Super Smash Bros. Real quick. Is that a lot of people, hopefully, or who's going to be the last character? Who's the last character? But Koizumi, as what a lot of people said, through a curveball said, well, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. It will be on October the 5th. It will be a presentation. And a lot of people was like, that's nuts. For me personally, I think it was a good move because then right now, from the Nintendo Direct all the way to October the 5th, you're going to have that hype. I wonder who's going to be. It's going to be an awesome character. It's going to be a shady character, whoever character it is. And like I said before, no hard feelings if the character is not the one you want. And the final batch of Mii costume as well there. So remember, this is done. He's done. He doesn't want to do this anymore. Got to give him a bone. He can't do no Fighter Pass 3. That's ridiculous. And like I said in my previous video about this is, let someone else do it. Maybe Capcom. Maybe NetherRealm Studio, maybe Ludosity, or the people who did Slapstick City. Maybe they could take over. Just saying there, but yeah. So for me personally, that kind of makes sense that they should have done that. It was a good move in my opinion. The curveball. So we'll wait and see. I can't wait for that one. And then, of course, Animal Crossing announcement of another Nintendo Direct about Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, of course, finally, their favorite Greenbird brewer who gives coffee. He first appeared on the DS version. So, the first Animal Crossing that you can play online. Oh, yeah, French code there, but whatever. I digressed. And finally there. So, the question is, what else are you going to show? Because somewhere in mid-October, they're going to do it at Nintendo Direct. And, of course, I always harass the Animal Crossing team that, you're going to bring back the NES console because, again, what people don't know is that the N64 version in Japan and the GameCube had NES furniture. But then ever since the Wii, they stopped doing it and kind of makes sense why they did it. So hopefully in the long run they'll do it. So yes, what people don't know to some extent is that the reason why people love the GameCube version is the NES furniture, because it was just time. It was in the GameCube. There was no virtual console. The GameCube's not even online capability to some extent, so kind of makes sense there. I mean, there was even a point that Nintendo of America, I don't know what the hell they're doing. They were trying to whore out the NES console, the furniture, because there was also the Forbidden Five, what they called it, which is Mario, Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, Ice Climber, and Punch-Out. At one point, I think Animal Crossing e-reader card Wave 4 had original Mario Brothers and Ice Climber. I bought a lot of those freaking blind back, but I kept missing the boat. I kept getting the Mario Brothers one, so it's kind of horseshit, but it is what it is. And there was a rumor there was supposed to be a Wave 5 for those cards that has Punch-Out. And there was supposed to be some sort of event for Zelda and Mario. And when a lot of people, including myself, emailed them, they said, we're working on it. Until, screw this, we're done. The e-reader sucks. And that's also when the problem was also the e-reader in the West wasn't really heavily supported because poor sales. I mean, I bought it, but yeah, there was a lot of poor sales for that one. To a point that, you know what, people just said, it sucks. So, I mean, that's the reason why people like the Animal Crossing for the GameCube, because of the NES furniture. But then, ever since the Wii, they stopped doing it. So, if you notice, I said Wii, because the DS, I don't think it's going to work. But the Wii, yes, 3DS, possible. There was no Animal Crossing on the Wii U because it's the Wii U. And as of right now, on the New Horizon game, no NES furniture. And someone, I forgot the name, that was working with Animal Crossing asked them, why don't you add in the NES furniture? And then they were told by their superior from Nintendo of Japan said they're not even allowed to put it in because of the virtual console. What the fear was is, people are going to play Animal Crossing so they can just play those NES games. So what's the point of doing Animal Crossing? Kind of miss the boat of what it is. You're just going to do it because you want to play NES game. Well, no shit, Sherlock. So They were not allowed to do that, and also it's gonna jeopardize their virtual console sales, so that's why they don't do it. Now with New Horizons, same deal. Like, why should we put it in if we have the Nintendo Switch Online? I mean, I don't want to pay $20. I just want to play Animal Crossing, but once in a while I want to take a break to play NES Furniture. Why can't I do that? You know, it's Nintendo. They got to focus on money. I mean, that's what it is. Ever since Furukawa, they were more business than passion, but that'll be a different story there. And I meant to talk about that, but it'll be a different story there. But yeah, so hopefully maybe this new Direct, they'll talk about it, but I really doubt it that they're going to have the NES Furniture. That would be nice. If not, I'm still gonna harass Nintendo for it on Twitter and Facebook. You know, I know I sound like a dick, but like I said, getting in the company's face, that's the whole point about it. It's not meant to be nice. It's meant to be, you get in their face so they don't forget, because they do get it, but if it doesn't work for them and they think it just doesn't benefit them, why should they do it? Again, it is what it is there. Yeah, so of course, closing this one is Bayonetta 3. Finally, people are happy. I still need to finish Bayonetta 2. I have it on the Wii U. Maybe I'll try getting it on the Switch. I was waiting for a price drop, never did. Maybe digitally it's still there. Maybe if Nintendo's cool enough, but I doubt that because they're Nintendo, because they're douchebags. You're not gonna find Bayonetta for cheap, which is kind of sad. And in a different video, I'm gonna talk about exclusivity. And the gist of it, again, with Bayonetta 2 and now with Bayonetta 3 is, right now it's a Nintendo exclusive because Nintendo funded the game. It's like Sony funded Street Fighter V. That's why Sony on PlayStation 4 and on PC. Well, how come Nintendo doesn't allow Bayonetta on PC? Because Nintendo doesn't do it. So, do you want them to make it multi-platform? Okay, well, there's some option. One, convince Platinum to do a Kickstarter for Bayonetta 2 and 3. If you do a Kickstarter, maybe they'll do it. Guess what? They did it with Wonderful 101. In my main channel, I kind of did a skit with, I have the Wii U version, Switch version, and the PS4 version of Wonderful 101. But of course, like I said, you know, Kickstarter, whatever, there are some people, including RG85, that kind of give their opinion, and they said that doing a Kickstarter on Wonderful 101 was really dumb. But again, potato, what can you do? So, I mean, if you want this game, Bayonetta 2 and 3, to be multi-plat, one is convince Platinum, tell them, hey, convince company, whoever, convince Sega. Say, hey, Sega, well, let's do a Kickstarter, we'll help chip in, and you just do the rest, let's go for it. Convince Sony, ask Sony, hey, Sony, can you do it? Because apparently, according to Kamiya, and this is what happened with Wonderful 101, is that it's not stuck on a Nintendo console. What Nintendo basically just said was, yeah, we can help you do Wonderful 101 on the Switch, but that's the deal. It has to be on the Switch. But if you're going to go multi-platform, we're not going to help you. No way, Jose there. They're not that generous. So, again, you want them to do multi-platform? Convince Platinum, tell Sega, whoever, and say, hey, we want to give you our money. Do a Kickstarter. Do an Indiegogo. I know it sounds stupid, but Platinum doesn't have a lot of money. That's what people don't know. They're a developing team. They're not a publisher. That's why they did that. Yeah, and they got 10-cent money, but that money is going to be when they're going to do something big. So right now, as of right now, Nintendo's the only place if you want to play Bayonetta 3. And if you don't like that, well, vote with your wallet. Don't buy Bayonetta 3. Prove to them that I will buy Bayonetta 3 if it's on PC, PS4, PS5, Series XS, One, whatever. If you don't want to do it on the Switch. I mean, people already complain and review bomb Astro Chain because, well, besides, you know, the heroes are cops. I'm not going to go there, but you know how dumb that is. I'm sorry, it is. But no, because the more major one, and it is kind of sad, is because, Astro Chain says Switch exclusive, this BS. But Nintendo kind of published the game and funded the game. Just it doesn't make sense if it's someone else. Just, I don't know. So again, you want those Platinum games multi-platform? do a Kickstarter. Ask him to do a Kickstarter. And I think people probably going to do it because, they want to support Platinum games. Just how it is. I mean, money doesn't grow in trees. That's really it. I mean, and like I said, there will be another video about exclusivity. So, I mean, whether you like it or not, that's the business there. Nintendo's in the business. And if it wasn't for Nintendo, there wouldn't be a Bayonetta game. Again, Kamiya said this since 2014 with Bayonetta 2. If it wasn't for Nintendo, there was not Bayonetta. Sega didn't want to fund it because the first game failed. And you say, wait a minute. A lot of people like the game. If people did like the game for Bayonetta 1 when it was on the PS3 and 360, then why was the sale bad? That's the question. Yeah, I mean, you speak for yourself that you're a fan. I'm a fan. Everybody's a fan. But if it doesn't show result and the sales are not there, then yeah, it means not a lot of people bought Bayonetta, and that's what happened. And Sega said, well, the first game didn't do well. Why should we fund the second game? So they went, like I said, to multiple companies. They even went to Microsoft and Sony, and they said, no. So, again, you can't do anything about it. You got to convince them really hard. And if you say to Nintendo, hey, can we put it on another console? Yeah, Nintendo's going to say, kiss my ass. You can just tell Platinum, do a Kickstarter. That's really it. So, again, there's going to be a situation where a company, whether Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, is going to fund a particular game, and it will be exclusive. Sony, like I said, Street Fighter V, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Requiem is a Sony exclusive because Konami even said it, that Sony funded the game. Shamune 3, why is it only in the PS4? Because Sony funded the game. Why is Final Fantasy VII Remake? Well, no, not really. That one, I don't know what the story behind it, but whatever. Maybe they did fund the game, who knows? And with Microsoft, Starfield's going to be an Xbox Series X exclusive. Let's see. That's all I can think of right now. I mean, it's kind of weird for Tango and Tokyo Ghostwire. But, whatever. Especially Ghostwire, because Shinji Mikami's not a fan of Sony. And yet, he did God Hand on the PS2, and it was exclusive to the PS2, so kind of weird there, but whatever. And, Nintendo, I mean, there's a lot. Especially, let's see, beside the Bayonetta game, SNK Heroine Frequency had only a Switch exclusive for physical release because Nintendo funded the physical release, which is kind of bullshit because North America's a cocksucker. Yeah, I said it because if you heard by now, as of right now, of this recording, this Gaia 6 is just a Switch exclusive in the West, while in Japan, it's multi-platform. I mean, if it's a time exclusive, sure, why not? But still, it's kind of like a dick to North America. The company's a dick. I'm sorry. I mean, the president is sort of a douchebag. Because, like I said, he's I'm going to say it. You know what? One time only. He's a cocksucker when it comes to Nintendo. It's the truth. What do you expect? Ever since the sale for this Gaia 5, that's why. He's a cocksucker. Okay, apologies for that disgusting analogy, but it is what it is there. Apologies for the description, but you get the idea what I'm trying to say there. So anyway, this is the follow-up. And I mean, it is what it is. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen. Let's see if the upper tier is going to be worth it to play N64 game. Genesis online, and maybe improve their online. Smash Brother being revealed in October the 5th. Makes sense, more excitement. I'm hyped. Animal Crossing, hopefully they're going to have NES or SNES furniture, but again, I doubt it. But they are at least supporting the game still. So, I mean, the game came out in 2020, and I think they were going to do some sort of expansion for this game, but COVID did, so, you get the idea. And in the case with Bayonetta 3, you want to play it, well, you got to buy a Switch. I mean, look at it this way. Nintendo Switch don't have Devil May Cry 5, so there you go. They don't have the Yakuza game on the Switch. Let's see. Sega Colors Ultimate on the Switch is utterly shit, and people are mad because that should be the primary console for it, because the Wii version was, the color was on Wii exclusive. So there you go. I mean, hopefully that kind of feels better for the non-Switch supporters. The PlayStation 4, 5 still have more exclusive than the Switch, and the games runs better there. That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay, apologies there, but you get the idea. It's the truth. It is. Okay, ramble enough. Those are my follow-up thoughts. With that, I'll see you guys later.